This is the RapiDome by Photoflex. This lightweight speedlight modifier is changing the way I approach portrait lighting both on location and in the studio. In this video, I'll explain why and take you behind the scenes as I put it to the test. Stay tuned. Hey gang, my name is Joe Edelman, and my mission is to help photographers like you to develop a solid understanding of the hows and whys behind great photography so that you can achieve your goals as a photographer. The folks at Photoflex were kind enough to let me be one of the very first photographers to try out this new light modifier. And sticking with my policy of not promoting any gear that I wouldn't use myself, I'm about to purchase a second one for use in my portable lighting kit. I love this thing. The RapiDome is the definition of why I like Photoflex for light modifiers. This unit is versatile but not gimmicky. It's not loaded with a bunch of look cool bells and whistles that drive up the price. This multi-purpose modifier is perfect for on-location photography because it's lightweight and portable. And it also works great in a studio setting for photographers that are shooting with speedlights. And for me, that's a big selling point. As speedlight technology is advancing, I find myself using them more and more both in studio and on location. Now, since I'm primarily a portrait photographer, I like working with softboxes and beauty dishes. This RapiDome is a beauty dish and softbox in one lightweight unit, which means less to pack and carry on location. The RapiDome is a compact 25.5-inch octodome shaped umbrella style system that allows you to quickly open and close the unit, while its shallow 10.5-inch depth lets you work comfortably in tight spaces. With a bright silver interior that will help you maximize the light output from your speedlight, the RapiDome's primary design is that of a portable, collapsible beauty dish. The reversible deflector dish is designed to reduce the center hotspot and produce even light output from edge to edge. Constructed of solid aluminum, the RapiDome is lightweight, yet it maintains durability. And it's worth mentioning that the RapiDome comes with a 3-year warranty from Photoflex. The cold shoe bracket is height adjustable and rotatable, which allows it to be compatible with nearly all shoe-mounted flashes. You won't need a speed ring to use this unit. It also has a built-in adjustable light stand mount that fits stands up to 5/8 of an inch. Now, Photoflex didn't stop there with the design and function of the RapiDome. The RapiDome ships with a removable diffusion panel, which can be used to soften the RapiDome's light output with or without the deflector dish in place. You can even gain more control over your speedlight with the egg crate grid for more dramatic portrait photography. The RapiDome ships with a reversible deflector center dish, the cold shoe bracket and stand mount, diffusion panel, egg crate grid, and this durable carry case with shoulder strap, all for a suggested manufacturer's price of $159.95. And they also offer a version with a stand for $184.95. By the way, the kit with the stand is a steal. For an extra $25, you get the RapiDome and the Photoflex compact light stand, which is an 83.5-inch portable stand that collapses down to 21.5 inches and normally sells for $59.95. I decided to take the RapiDome on location for my first test with it, so I went to a small patch of woods with the lovely Monet. I did these shots at about 10 a.m. in the morning so that the light wasn't super high in the sky. And of course, I'm using the canopy of the trees as a giant scrim to create some nice even shade with beautiful sunny highlights peeking through. You can see here that I have a LumiPro LP180R mounted on a stand with the RapiDome. I have the diffusion panel in place and the unit is placed above Monet at about 7 feet to the right. In this spot, with this setup, I created 2 different shots with my Nikon D810. The first with a Tokina 100mm f2.8 macro lens. This shot was done at 1/100th of a second to allow for a hint of motion in the dress. The second shot was done with a Nikkor 20mm f1.8 lens and shot at ISO 200, 1/100th of a second at f5.0. The flash was still at half power. Then I changed to a different location in the wooded area and I removed the diffusion panel, moved the light closer to my subject and closer to the camera, switched back to the 100mm Tokina lens, and shot this portrait at ISO 64, 1/60th of a second at f4. The flash was at 1/4 power, and you can see the more defined shadow without the front diffusion panel. Then for a softer look, I placed the diffusion panel back on the RapiDome, and without moving the model or the light, I simply changed my ISO to 125 to get this look. Here's a side-by-side comparison. No diffusion panel on the left, with the diffusion panel on the right. There is no right or wrong here, it's a matter of preference. Let me know in the comments which one you like. While I was working on location, I decided to try a very mobile solution, and I removed the RapiDome from the stand, held it in my left hand with the camera in my right hand, switched to a 50mm f1.8 lens, and shot this image at ISO 200 at 1/100th of a second at f4.5. You can see in this video clip, I was able to be very mobile and move around. Fair warning though, if you're going to handle a camera with one hand, you need to pay extra attention, especially at 1/100th of a second shutter speed, to make sure that you don't have camera motion. In other words, don't run out and try this just because it seems cool. Unlike some photographers, I don't believe it's a good practice to shoot with one hand on your camera and one hand in your pocket. This technique is useful in a pinch if you have to work quickly and with a minimal amount of gear, but it's not something I would recommend that you do as a rule or a habit. Since I didn't have that beautiful dappled light in the studio, I went with 3 LumiPro LP180R strobes. In this first shot, I have a Savage number 62 purple seamless paper background, 1 strobe behind Monet aimed at the background, 1 strobe on camera left with a rogue flash grid, and a purple gel to create the rim, and then 1 strobe in the RapiDome that is placed high on camera right. For this shot, I removed the diffuser so that I would get a pretty rapid light fall off, and then added a Walmart reflector on camera left to soften the shadows just enough to see her jawline and some detail in the hair. I chose a low camera angle and shot this with a Nikon D810, the Tokino 100mm f2.8 at ISO 64, 1/200th of a second at f8. Now you know I always like to work my shots to see what else I might come up with. So in this case, we removed the hat and stretched a small toddler's tutu over Monet's head. I made sure to hide all of her hair and then switched to a number 20 black Savage paper seamless background. As you can see in this shot, I moved the RapiDome directly in front of Monet and above the camera, and added a Walmart reflector to create a soft clamshell lighting effect. I then took one of the strobes and aimed it directly at the black background with a purple gel attached so that I could get a subtle touch of purple in the background. And then took another strobe placed directly behind Monet and aimed it directly at the camera, also with a purple gel. This gives me the purple glow in the tutu. Now I want to show you both of these shots side by side. Notice in the first one, you can only see the colored makeup above her camera left eye. You don't see the makeup on her forehead or on camera right. In the second shot, with a different pose, you can see all of the color on both eyes and both sides of the forehead. Both shots have the exact same makeup. With a little bit of creative problem solving and 2 different camera angles and poses, I was able to create 2 completely different shots with the same makeup. One last variation to see if I could work this shot just a little bit more, I removed the Walmart reflector and switched to black and white for this look. So there you have it, the RapiDome by Photoflex. Awesome for creating high-end lighting on the go, and versatile enough to be a great addition to any studio with Speedlight strobes. Let me know which of these shots is your favorite and why in the comments section below. I hope this gives you some ideas. Please hit that thumbs up and subscribe so that you don't miss any videos. And until next time, go and pick up that camera and shoot something, because your best shot, it's your next shot. So please keep learning, keep thinking, and keep shooting. Adios.